Hello there. Small businesses can do big things. In this new series of videos, I will share with you stories of successful small businesses in Australia, their humble beginnings, their growth story, and the lessons that we can learn from them. Today, we will look at the story of Whole Kids, a family-owned organic snack small business based in Melbourne. I'll be right back. Welcome back. My name is Raymond Huan, and if you own a business, you're interested in business, or you wish to learn about the tips and tricks on how to operate a business better, I encourage you to click on the subscribe button that you see before you right now. Whole Kids launched their first organic snack range in 2005 in response to a gap in the market that they saw. The couple, Monica and James Meldrum, who at that time were not yet parents, could not find delicious and healthy snacks to buy for their nieces and nephews. They found that the range of healthy snacks available in the market at the time were not necessarily healthy. They thought many of them were filled with potentially harmful preservatives and were poor in nutrients. So they decided to create their own range of snacks that focused on nutrition and also to make sure that they were free from common allergens. The Meldrums spoke to organic growers in Australia and worked with a dietitian at a respected institution to better understand what some allergies were. They also decided early on about what kind of businesses they're going to set up. They realized that they wanted a business that focused on healthy products, on having an impact in the community, and on sustaining a small family-run business that is fun, friendly, and fulfilling. Now that sounds like a fun place to work in. In the beginning, the Meldrums worked more intuitively. As the business expanded, the couple wanted to articulate their purpose and values in a statement, and so they engaged a consultant to help them formalize their statement. Their values and purpose reflect on how they recruited talent and how they source for their suppliers. They recruit and source based on the values that fit and aligned with their purposes. This, in turn, helped them focus on what they were best at, that is product development and marketing. By working with competent employees and by outsourcing their work to suppliers who share their values, they are able to keep the operation small, nimble, and still family operated, the kind of business that they plan to set out and build and nurture. Today, after using $100,000 that is meant for a deposit on their house, Whole Kids is Australia's largest certified organic snacks manufacturer for children, with an estimated annual turnover of at least 6 million. It exports to the Middle East, Southeast Asia, and most recently China. Monica Meldrum is considered one of the country's most influential female entrepreneurs, and yet they still consider themselves a small, family-run business competing with large multinational corporations. To date, they supply large orders of kid snacks to large airlines such as Jetstar and Qantas. Their business model, that is small operations catering to large corporations, presents unique challenges, which I think that small business owners such as yourself and myself will be able to relate or even appreciate. Here are 3 lessons that the Meldrums share about running Whole Kids. Any business will run into supply issues, but because of Whole Kids' work with organic and seasonal ingredients, ensuring a stable supply of raw ingredients can be challenging at times. Whole Kids work with fresh and natural organic ingredients, taking into account not just overall nutrition but also common allergens. Some items are seasonal and some items need to pass certain standards, so they can and do run into supply challenges. That means that they may not always be able to supply the same product in every flight, or that they can deliver large batches of particular products or units all the time. So what do? They choose to communicate closely with their clients. They state that with any supplies issues you think you may run into, give your customers a heads up. It's much easier to work through that than be caught out last minute. When launching a business, especially one that tries to cater to gaps in the market, it is important to understand what the market truly wants in order to create and supply the right product or service. In the case of Whole Kids, the founders spent a lot of time and effort in understanding not only just their market, but also the ingredients and processes that may affect their product offerings. Monica Meldrum spent a few years researching the market, and as a result, she understood what ingredients were available, what product gaps there were, and knowing that enabled her to launch the product and minimize the business risk associated with such a launch. The founders of Whole Kids are parents to a young family. The operations of Whole Kids remain family-owned and small. In the early stages of the business, the impressive growth stretched them out too thinly, so the couple decided to focus on their core competencies, that is, product development and marketing, and to delegate the rest to the other people who specialized in the area of warehousing and distribution. Monica Meldrum shares her thoughts on this by saying the following: "We immediately thought we needed a warehouse and needed a good distributor and took that upon ourselves, but it stretched us really thin. We realized there were other businesses that could oversee that side of the operation much better than we could. At the 5-year mark, we realized we could do things smarter, so we could focus on the marketing and the products and leave the distribution to someone else." One other notable thing that Whole Kids focuses on is their vision. They are an example of a small family-owned business that has a clear vision of what they want to be, what they want to do, and where they want to go. And the one that keeps to that vision will drive their growth. If you're interested to know more about what a business has to go through when facing exponential growth, you can download the first chapter of the book, From 20K to 2 million in 2 years, absolutely free, in the link, as you can see. The chapter talks about the differences between a good and a great business and puts out questions that make you consider how you can turn your business from good to great. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I look forward to catching up with you again very soon.